I don't know if there's anybody who has scared more kids in their entire life than Dan Curtis. God rest his soul, because he just passed away a short time ago. You guys know this is the guy who not only created Dark Shadows, but he also created Night Stalker, which is probably my favorite TV show of all time. Nothing better than Monster of the Week with Carl Kolchak fighting him off. Man, I love that show. And here is a made-for-TV movie that he did a long time ago. All the stories are written by Richard Matheson, who's this great, horror sci-fi guy that did I Am Legend and stuff. Genius writer. Movie, okay, maybe it's not the greatest thing ever. It certainly does not live up to the Night Stalker thing. It's maybe not even as good as Curse of the Black Widow, which is another fine Dan Curtis production. But I'd never seen this before. So I'm like, oh man, this came out on DVD from Dark Sky, who puts out some fine DVDs, by the way. If you see Dark Sky on the label, almost all of them kick ass, so you should check it out. This one's like an anthology type movie, And whenever you have anthology type movies, they're not all going to be good, because that's just the way it goes. And this one, unfortunately, even though it's 3 separate stories, only one of them is really kick ass. One of them's okay, and the other one has an Ed Begley Jr., so I don't need to say any more. First one, Ed Begley Jr., he buys this old-fashioned car, and it's a total, third-rate Twilight Zone episode, which Richard Matheson used to write a lot of. You know what's going to happen. He buys this old car, goes back in time, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to give away the endings. Everybody gets mad because I'm always spoiling stuff on the show. But not very exciting. If you've seen Twilight Zone, you're going to figure it out 5 minutes into the episode. So you can skip that one. Next one is about vampires, and it's total EC Comics type thing with Patrick McNee, from the Avengers. And that one's actually kind of fun, but it is a total EC thing. You'll figure it out, but at least it's got entertaining people in it for a change. And it's not nearly as bad because it doesn't have Ed Begley Jr. I don't even know what my problem is with Ed Begley Jr. I've always had a problem with the guy, and I don't even know what it is. It has nothing to do with his environmental views or anything like that. The guy bugs me. I don't know what it is. It's the hair or something, which I have none of, which I'm sure you'll all point out after you watch this.
You'll be fine. Just fine. I don't understand why you didn't call me sooner, Professor. But never mind. She'll be all right now. Tonight, we'll watch together.
This will help to keep us awake.
Thank you. Professor, why don't you try to get some sleep? I'll watch for a while.
It would do no good.
Once kid scarcely taste it with that stench of garlic in the air.
Yes. My flesh reeks of it. I do not know what will happen to this town until this creature is discovered and destroyed. People are paralyzed with fear.
I just wonder, has it been anywhere else in the village?
It does not need to go anywhere else. It can find everything that it craves within these walls. Now, when Alexis and I are dead, then it will go elsewhere. The people know that. They're waiting.
What about Carl? Have you ever considered...
No. He's as terrified as we are. He puts a cross around his neck. He seals the windows and the door of his room with garlic. Indeed, he has even put one of these monsters to rest himself. No. Carl will not endanger us.
It seems impossible that men of science like us...
could science affect this horror? Science does not even believe in its existence. If I was to get the topmost men of science into this room, they would say, my friend, you are deluded. There is no such thing. As a vampire. Michael. Michael.
Thirdly, though, is the episode called Bobby, and it's got the kid that was in Ben. He's also in Burnt Offerings, and the kid's just freaky looking anyway. And this is about this mom whose kid dies, kid drowns, so she does this satanic ritual type thing to bring him back. Not a good idea. Here's the rule, people. As sad as it is when you lose a loved one, it's sad. I mean, it just sucks. Nobody likes anybody to die. Do not try to resurrect their body. It's just not a good idea. Nothing ever comes from resurrecting the dead. Doesn't matter how you do it. I don't care if you put a potion in them, you cast a spell, whatever. Do not resurrect your dead loved ones, because they either come back as a zombie, they come back possessed, nothing good ever happens. This is a case in point. And I'm telling you right now, watch this one, because if you saw this when you were a kid, it scared the shit out of you. If you watch it now, it'll scare the crap out of you, because I just watched it the other night, and I'm like, man, if I saw that when I was 7 years old, I still wouldn't be sleeping because I'd be having bad dreams. Mom raises the kid comes back, bad things happen. That's what happens. I'm not going to spoil it. You got to watch the whole episode. But Dan Curtis, I swear to God, if this dude got a nickel for every nightmare he gave to 6 and 7 year olds watching this crap, from headless motorcycle riders to werewolves to everything else that went down in his life, the dude was a genius. And I don't know if we'll ever have a better horror show than Night Stalker, but you should check this out because it's kind of a rare thing and it's really cool, and you should support Dark Sky anyway.